All right, how's it going, everybody? Good morning. Uh, I got 1,000 more cards here, approximately, to go through. This was a lot of cards that I got on eBay. Um, it was around $10, and it took quite a while for this to arrive. And the packaging was pretty crazy. All kinds of paper bags taped up around a box, and then when I finally got to the box, it was a Cheez-Its box. So the cards were inside of a Cheez-Its box, which is interesting. Um, I mean, I don't know, you know. Uh, Hopefully, there's no like Cheez-It residue left over in the box that would get on the cards, but I really have no idea, you know. But they showed up. It took a while, but yeah, it's a little different. So let's go through these. I took a quick look at some of these, and they're mostly from sets from like the last 5 years. It looks like so. It's mostly like newer sets. So I don't think there's anything old in here. So that's cool. Red Cap Thief. Pothole Mole. Ferocious Werefox. Colossal Badger. That's pretty cool. Pestilent Wolf. Pureless Samurai. Yep, the cards were in a Cheez-Its box. That's a new one. Hopefully, what they did was they took the unopened bag of Cheez-Its out of the box and just used the box. Hopefully, they weren't, you know, using the box with like the open bag of Cheez-Its in there. But who knows, you know? And I mean, it is a box to put the cards in, I guess, so it is what it is, but it's definitely not ideal to ship cards in food packaging, you know? It's kind of funny, though, you know? think I'm gonna think I'm gonna put a picture of a Cheez-Its box on my thumbnail just to be silly. And it's really not that silly because that's what actually happened. But yeah, I think there's definitely 1,000 cards here. I think for sure. Problem is they're all newer, so there's nothing old in here. I like the old ones. But the new ones are cool too, you know. A lot of these are pretty cool. I'm not stopping on them, but like that's cool. piggy bank. This is a cool card right here. Ambush Wolf. That's pretty sweet. So, the really cool news of yesterday. I was looking at rares. Oh, that's in pretty bad condition. When's that from? 2020. Yeah, I was looking at Magic the Gathering rares, and I happened to see a card for auction called Covetous Dragon. And it was a CGC 9.5 graded card. So, excuse me, I was looking at it a little bit. That's pretty cool. Quicksilver Fisher. I was looking at it a little bit, and just the non-graded ones, you know, and I couldn't really make up my mind on that. So I'm like, sometimes when a card is up for auction, it makes the decision process a little bit easier. That's kind of cool. Cryptic Serpent. It makes the decision process a little bit easier because then you don't have to sit there and try to compare and contrast all these other eBay listings that are buy it now for which one you want. So I'm like, you know, I mean, the bid where it was at wasn't that high, you know. So I'm like, I'm going to stay up a little bit later than normal and bid on this. And I did, and I ended up winning the auction. So I'm pretty happy about that. That's a really cool card, you know. It's cool. It's from 1999. It's a rare, and it's graded CGC 9.5, which is really good, you know. Colossal Badger. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to buy any more bulk cards. I mean, this is going through all these. I mean, I'm glad I made these videos, but that's pretty cool. Nurturing Bristleback. But still, it's like, it is kind of a lot of work, and I don't know if I want to just keep doing this, you know, buying more bulk Magic cards, or just get some rares, get some graded ones maybe. I did end up ordering those fantasy shirts, so those will be coming. That'll be nice to get those, you know. That's cool. Because, yeah, it's like, how many how many bulk cards does one need, you know? I don't know what the answer is to that question, but I'll tell you what, when I went to move my monster box with about 6,000 cards in it, that's a little, I feel like that's a little much to have in one box, you know? I think the 5,000 count with that many cards, I think, is a little much for moving around. So that's cool. Uncaged Fury. So I'll tell you, I don't know what I'll do moving forward. Maybe get a 3,200 count box. It's a Minotaur card. You know, maybe buy smaller quantity next time. Maybe just buy 4,000 and go down to the 3,200 count monster boxes, because these are a little big, I think. A little big for to be moving around, because I don't really know where these are gonna go, you know. That's cool. 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 Yeah, there's a lot of these are pretty cool, man. The artwork is nice. Ooh, wow. But yeah, like I was saying, the 5,000 count monster box I think can hold actually 7,000 Magic the Gathering cards. So 7,000 cards in a box like that, it's pretty awkward. Like this big, like flat rectangular box. Like that's not the norm, I don't feel like, for like carrying things that weigh anything. So yeah. But yeah, it's good to get these out of the way though, man, you know, get this stuff looked through at least. Again, I mean, I'm going fast through these. I can't stop for every single card because a lot of these are cool, you know. But I gotta try to get through this in 30 minutes, you know. And I feel like I'm talking quite a bit in this vid too, which that's cool. Kitty cat. But yeah, I like graded cards. I was really happy when I won that auction for that Covetous Dragon. It didn't go too high, you know. It's still a little bit pricey, but wasn't anything crazy. And it's like now I have a graded card coming, which I've never had before. I've never had a graded card. Ever. And I think nowadays there's a lot more graded cards circulating and changing hands. A lot more people getting stuff graded and selling it. So it's a lot, you know, more commonplace, maybe, to get graded stuff. Now that's an interesting card. What, huh. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna bother getting any more cards, because my one monster box, you know, that's um, whatchamacallit. It's got about, it's 4.5 rows filled out of 5. So to fill that last row, I don't know, you know, how many cards that would take, because this batch here I'm just going to start a new row. Oh wow, Megalodon. I'm just going to start a new row in a new monster box, you know. So then that monster box, Shark Pirate. Hey, lion card. Yay for lions. Hooray for lions. I think that's the first lion card that I've got, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll have this probably won't even fill up a full row, I don't think, but it'll be, I don't know. I'll have to see when I actually put it in there. But so then I'll have to determine, okay, if I want to fill this other monster box, how many cards do I need to do it, you know? And then we'll see. Yeah, there's two of those anyways, so I don't need to show both of those. Hey, another one of those. Okay. Making decent time here, I think, realistically. Canyon crab. That's cool. Gear Seeker Serpent. Focus check. Maybe. I don't know. There's like 3 of that card in a row. Another one of those. Weird. Alright. So yeah, I have no idea when I'm going to order any more bulk magic cards. We'll have to see what happens with that. You know, I don't know. Cool. Wolf. Wolf card. Yep, a lot of these are cool, man. You know, I don't have time to stop for all these, but a lot of these are pretty cool. Without a doubt. That's pretty cool. I gotta stop for that. Beast. This crazy looking beast. I really hope this is focusing on this. Come on, man, focus. Focus on the cards, brother. I don't even know. I don't know if that's focusing, man. Woo. Another one of those. Yeah, I'm just going through these pretty fast, man. There's some cool ones that I'm going by. My discard pile's getting all discombobulated over here. Come on, man. Let's, you know. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous, man. "21 minutes. Let's do it. Let's get through it, you know?" Oh wow, armory mice. That's a new one. When's that from? 2023. Griffin. Kitty cat again. Woo, armadillo. Armadillo card. That was cool what I just went by there. That Lynx. Oh, that's cool. Possum. Yeah. See, the thing is with all newer cards, like the variety really isn't there, you know? You're not getting any white borders, you're not getting anything that looks... A lot of this stuff all kind of looks the same because it's all from the same era. The artwork is all about the same, you know? I mean, it is what it is. It's fine, I guess, you know, to get cards, but I like getting more variety, I guess. I like getting older sets, you know. Otter wizard. Weird. more little stack. We're done with this batch. That's cool. Yep. All newer cards. I don't know. I like the older ones, man. I mean, I do like some of the newer ones too, but this stuff here is kind of all looks the same to me, and there's nothing that's really standing out. I mean, there are some cool ones in here though. Don't get me wrong, but all right. Thank you for watching. That was 1,000 cards bought from eBay in a Cheez-Its box. Later.